Welcome back, students. In the last class we have seen these all internal hardness. If you have not watched that video, so please go through that video. Again I am going to continue. So next point comes, that is external hardwares. The hardwares which are present or which are connected externally. So that is external hardwares. First one is keyboard. Keyboard is an input device. So that usually that device is used for typing. Okay. Already I hope you have seen the keyboard, or if you want to see the keyboard, so once I show you, so just see. Okay. So this is the keyboard. Here we have number of keys and different types of function keys are given, numeric keys are given, alphabetical keys are given, control keys are given, different types of keys are present. So if you want to learn more about this keyboard, this lesson will come in 3rd standard. So I will update the contents in a 3rd standard playlist. You can watch it and learn all the options from this keyboard. So next device is mouse. Again, this mouse is an input device, and this mouse is called pointing device also. Okay. So pointing device means we can point it on the icons or applications, and when we move the mouse, according to that movement, the mouse, that pointer moves on the desktop screen. So now usually we use a laser. Okay. So there will be a light at the bottom of the mouse. So before mechanical mouse were there, means there was a wheel at the bottom of the mouse, and according to the movement of that ball, that mouse pointer used to move. But so that technology has been removed, and now we are using this laser mouse. So that is the types. So that is mechanical mouse and auto-mechanical mouse and optical mouse. Next is a scanner. Again, this scanner is an input device, and this device is used to scan the documents. So if you want to scanning means, for example, now you have a textbook. If you want that textbook in the form of soft copy, in that case you can use scanner. So in a scanner we have different types. First one is a drum scanner, then second one is flatbed scanner, and third one is handheld scanner. In a drum scanner, what happens usually, so there will be a rotating glass drum to scan that paper. So that drum will be rotating, and when we put the paper, so the contents of that paper gets scanned. In a drum scanner, the light from the object that is to be scanned is split into separate RGB colors, means red, blue and green. So then next type comes, that is flatbed. So in a flatbed scanner, what happens, so that the scanner has been kept and the paper will be placed over that scanner. It's like a Xerox machine, got it? And that laser light moves from one end to another end. So when that light moves from one end to another end, so it scans, so that all the document or text from that paper, and so that content displays in the form of soft copy on your desktop screen. So usually, so this flatbed scanner is a popular, in the sense everywhere this type of scanners will be used. Next type, handheld scanner. So handheld scanner, I think I will tell you an example. Most of you have seen this handheld scanner in malls, like in D-Mart or Big Bazaar. So while preparing a bill, so that cash counter person scans that barcode from that product. So when he scans that barcode, automatically the information from that barcode gets displayed in his system, and according to that bill gets generated. So now only our point is that scanner. So there it scans that barcode. So that is handheld. So in a hand he is using, means he is holding that. So that is handheld scanner. Next is microphone. So microphones will be used to record the voice. Okay. Again, it's an input device. So this microphone, and the most popular input device, because if you want to record anything, you should have the microphone. Without microphone it's very difficult to record the audio. Next comes light pen. It is light sensitive pointing device. Okay, so commonly used to select or modify data on the screen. This light pen again it works like a to point the object or to point anything on a screen. Okay, so pen is given, it's not a writing pen, okay, only pointing pen. You can point it or you can tap it on that options, and according to that, so that device works. So in a Samsung Galaxy series, so I think so that they may give this pen. I do not know, but somewhere I have seen. So that is light pen. So digital camera. So this digital camera is quite similar to a traditional camera. In a traditional camera, what happens? There was a film. Okay, so in a film roll. So in that film roll, so captured photo used to get saved. But so that film roll was replaced by memory card. So now, so that is a digital camera. Now when we capture the photo, so that photo gets stored in the memory card. Okay, so usually we use this digital camera to capture it. Okay, you can capture the photos by using this digital camera. So webcam is also a kind of digital camera connected to a computer. So this web camera for a laptop and all, it is inbuilt, and for a desktop and all we connect externally. So that is also a kind of digital camera, and that camera also captures the video or photos. Next point, that is output devices, printer and projector. This printer, already I think you know this, printer is used to take the printout from a system. If you have the document in your system and if you want that document on the paper, then we have the device that is printer. So printer is used to take the printout. There are different types of printers. One impact printer, then non-impact printer. Okay, so in an impact printer there is old version, means old type, is called as a character printer also, means that the text used to print character wise. So there is a physical contact between the paper head and the paper, and so that head strikes on that paper, and according to that, so that character gets generated on a paper. Now the printer what we are using, that is all laser printers. Okay, with the laser light, so that printers are working. So laser printer, so that comes in a non-impact printer category. Okay, they do not strike against the ink ribbon or the paper which is being printed. So there is no any physical contact with the paper and that head and all. Okay, so the advanced version. So with the light beam, that characters are going to print over the paper. So next is projector. Projector is an output device and is used to project the contents from a system to on the big screen. Okay, so on a big screen or on the wall or any other flat surface, we can display that system image on a larger size. Okay, so where we use this projector, usually we use this projector in a classroom for teaching, or in a functions, or in a meeting hall, or in a cinema theaters for projecting the movies. So these projectors will be used. Okay, because when you want a image or when you want a video and all in a bigger size, you have this device, projector. So projector is used for projecting. So next point is storage devices, means the devices which we use to store the information in our system. So first common, general and everywhere used, so that is the device, that is the hard disk. The hard disk comes in a different sizes, 500 GB, 1 TB, 2 TB. Okay, TB means terabyte, GB means gigabyte. So hard disk is a magnetic storage device used to store and retrieve data. In a hard disk we can store and we can access the data, and it comes in a secondary storage device. Because why secondary storage? If power goes in between, then also we are not going to lose any information from this storage devices. Information remains same in that location. So hard disk is also known as Winchester disk. Another name for hard disk is Winchester disk. So there in a hard disk it is made up of collection of disks known as platters. Okay, so that is stacked on top of each other, so that platters are stacked. Stacked means keeping that platters one upon another, and so their head is given to read and write the contents on that platters. So that is the internal mechanism. Okay, so that according to that hard disk works. CD-ROM. CD means compact disk, ROM means read-only memory. Again, it is secondary storage device. So in this CD-ROM we can store the data up to 700 MB. So usually this CD-ROM will use to store the softwares or small amount of information, small amount of data can be stored in a CD-ROM, in a compact disk, and it is only a read-only, means once that CD gets write, we cannot add any contents later. Okay, so that is read-only, only reading the information from that CD, but you cannot write anything in that device. Next is DVD, digital versatile disk. The full form of DVD is digital versatile disk, and this DVD is invented in the year 1995. So now it is a very popular storage device to store the information. It can hold the data up to 4 GB, up to 4 GB to nowadays up to 17 GB of DVDs are available in a market. Okay, so in a CD we can store very small amount of data, but in a DVD a large amount of data can be stored. Means it's like and the data reading and writing speed is also higher compared to CD. So now latest technology, that is Blu-ray disc. Okay, so Blu-ray disc having higher storage capacity, so that is both the side. So in a disc, usually if you see the CD and DVD, only in a one side data can be written, but in a Blu-ray disc, so both the side, so that optical disc can be used to write the information. And the storage capacity of this Blu-ray disc is 50 GB. Okay, so on a single layer 25 GB. So like 50 GB of data can be stored on a dual layer. Dual means on a two layers. The 50 GB of data can be stored. So Blu-ray disc can store up to 6 times the data stored in a regular DVD. So in a DVD we have the capacity of only 4 GB. Okay, but in the Blu-ray disc 6 times more. Okay, 6 times more of data can be stored in a Blu-ray disc. And our last point, that is flash drive. So flash drive is popularly known as pen drive. So usually you know this pen drive. So pen drives are used to carry the data from one place to another place easily. Okay, and it is plug and play device, means just attach the pen drive and start using. You need not to install any software and all for this pen drive. Or another name for this flash drive is thumb drive also. Okay, so it is a small and portable flash memory data storage device, mainly used to transfer all the type of data, means audio, video, or any other types of files can be stored and we can carry it. And it is a removable and rewritable. We can remove that drive from the system, and so whenever we want to rewrite in that place, we can rewrite the data in that pen drive. Usually, so it is plugged to the computer's USB port. So we have USB port to the front also and back side of a CPU also. We can connect anywhere. Okay, pen drive gets detected automatically, and it is plastic, metal, or rubberized piece. Okay, so some pen drives, I think you might be seen, so that metal body is given. Some pen drives are having plastic body, and some pen drives are having a rubber body. Okay, so only so because so that that is for electronically insulated, means current should not pass in that. So that the design, they have designed it properly. And data storage capacity in this pen drive is up to 2 TB. So now latest recent that 2 TB of pen drives are also available in a market. So according to the need, people used to purchase a pen drive. Okay, from 2 GB to 2 TB of data can be size of a pen drives are available in the market. Okay, here ends your lesson. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I hope you have understood this lesson, and this is theory lesson. Okay, so there is no any practical part. So when lesson comes with the practical, I will show you that lesson with the practical. Okay, thank you for watching.